to the vlog. I know I'm falling behind horribly in how often I vlog, but what can I say? Life's just kind of stressful. So today is, of course, Halloween, and I've been spending the morning so far trying to get things cleaned up, catching up on laundry. I baked pumpkin muffins, one of which the dog ate. And I've also made myself a classic cheesy Halloween mom shirt. Does not look all that good, but oh well. And of course, over the weekend we went shopping and I got 2 little pumpkins, and these I'm going to be cutting up and roasting the seeds, and of course pureeing the insides so I can have more pumpkin puree for pies and soups and all that yummy stuff. I'm not wearing my costume right now. I'm too busy. I've got all the footage, what little of it there is, captured from last week. And I'm also getting caught up later on Inktober, which I'm going to show you everything that I've drawn so far. And getting back to watching Halloween movies. I was watching the first Harry Potter movie. Yesterday I watched, in no particular order, Casper, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and... okay, just Casper and It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Today I'm watching the first Harry Potter, and later I'm going to watch the old Wishbone TV special and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and then finally tonight, hopefully my husband and I will be watching The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, an old Don Knotts classic, which has become something of a family tradition. My son is allegedly napping, so once he's awake, I'm going to see about finishing up some of the laundry and taking his cute Halloween pictures, putting them next to the pumpkins, and putting him in his little Luke costume, which I ended up forgetting to fix. Oh well. And I still have to make a cardboard axe for my husband's lumberjack costume, and then of course put on my Baru costume, take some cute pictures in that. Anyways, it has not been a very nice day for me so far. I've been sort of up and down, and I don't know. I guess I've been down these last 3 or 4 days or so. So hopefully I can get a refill on my antidepressive, anti-anxiety medicine soon. But of course I cannot get back to my therapist until November. Ew. But at least November starts tomorrow. In other words, in other news, who else cannot believe there's only 2 months left in the year? Good gravy. So yeah, I'm gonna get to editing last week's footage and then show you something from Inktober, depending on whether or not my son wakes up. Just finished editing. Should be about an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half until this is finished saving to my molasses laptop. Also, baby's awake! It's in the mid-50s right now. And I wouldn't call it a crisp fall day, I'd just call it pleasant. Although Murphy's Law, it took about a month for fall to actually show up, as it were. And tomorrow, the 1st of November, one would think, oh, it'll probably be highs in the 40s or 50s. Well, no. The high for tomorrow is supposed to be 68, a brief heat wave. Thankfully, after that, the bottom is supposed to drop out from under it again, and we'll get back to normal. It's just been too hot this year. Way too warm. The summer was too warm, and it was even worse because no air conditioning in the car. Yeah. So anyway, at any rate, my mom and I are already making plans for Thanksgiving, which is, it seems like it's not even real. My mind can't wrap itself around the fact that Thanksgiving is in, I think it's 4 weeks, either 3 or 4 weeks from this Thursday. And then right around the corner is Christmas. Ooh, now I'm starting to understand why all the stores put out Christmas things earlier and earlier every year, because the older people get, the faster time seems to go, and it's Halloween and then you blink and then it's Christmas. So I can understand that now, and also because money. So just gonna go for a pleasant little outing, and then gonna head back, and either, I think probably after lunch, I'll put my son and myself, we'll get into our costumes and do a little Halloween photo shoot while the footage is saving to the computer. And I don't know, I'm half considering going to the dollar store and getting a little bit more candy. Because tomorrow I'm starting a diet and National Novel Writing Month, even though for me it's going to be National Finish Writing Your Novel Month. Because I've got one book that I've been working on since, no joke, 2003. It'll be 20 years since I started the darn thing next year, and if I don't finish it this year, so help me. So, yeah. I'll come back later and document some of the other fall activities, like trying on our costumes and chopping up the pumpkins and roasting the seeds. And of course, at the end of the night, watching The Ghost of Mr. Chicken with my husband, if he wants to. I guess you could say the game's afoot. That's gross. That's really gross. I don't need to see a fake severed foot. Ew. Here you go, guys. Here is my Bruce Skywalker costume. I will go ahead and mount this camera on my tripod and then turn around so you can get a full length view of it. Obviously this footage is also going on my Star Wars channel. And there's my little baby Luke Skywalker. Yeah, hi. Actually the belt was way too small. When I made this for my nephew was 18 months old. Kanan is 13 months old. It's okay, buddy. He's just a little bit off balance there. He's kind of wobbly. It's okay. And I got some nice pictures of him with the pumpkins. But he's still crying. I don't know why. You trying to climb? Yeah? Oh, buddy, it's okay. Mimi. What do you need, baby? Anyway, I'm sorry he's so upset. Hopefully I can mount, anyway. Oh, poor baby, it's okay. So, no, I'm not going to carve these little things. These are strictly for, I got these strictly for a photo shoot and for eating. So, I'm going to go ahead and chop these up, separate out the guts, and roast the pumpkin seeds. And and yes, Harry Potter's not in the background, the first one. Crap! It's very difficult to pry this thing open. Well, regular sized pumpkin seeds. These would be good for roasting here. And 15 minutes later, a delicious snack. And my son is down for his second nap. Wait for these to cool off and then I'll be munching. Alright, the baby Jedi is eating his dinner. I'm making the grown-ups dinner. And my husband's home. Hey, unfortunately, his costume was sort of up in the air and never got completed. His jeans are in the dryer. And I forgot to make him an axe.
Well, the original plan was for me to be a lumberjack, but today I had to go in costume as a guy who was actually on time for the job.
And the fuzzy creatures just ate. And looks like it's starting to get slightly... sunset is pretty close. It's about 6:15 in the evening. and making something that's not Halloween-y at all, and that's fish patties, specifically tuna. And there's also some rice and vegetables cooking. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 1:45 in the afternoon. We've had our lunch, had the dog out, and here's my little buddy. Look at you doing the downward dog. Look at you doing baby yoga. He has also been very screechy. There's some crazy wind outside, and it's also supposed to be the warmest day this week, up to 68. Is that soft? Yeah, soft. He's got a sensory book. I just re-edited the vlog that I finished editing yesterday. I'm going to be making a thumbnail and I'm going to upload it tomorrow. And then of course, make thumbnails, upload, early schedule for tonight. Oh, sounds like the dryer stopped. I'm doing my son's regular laundry today. I did finish his diapers and our laundry yesterday. And of course yesterday was Halloween. Okay, our Halloween yesterday was, it was okay. We didn't get any trick-or-treaters last year, so we weren't expecting any this year, so we were caught completely off guard. We didn't have any candy to give to them. Uh-oh. Well, at least we don't have, you know, a house to egg and toilet papers. Plus there's a, what do they call them? My brain isn't working again. There are security cameras to prevent, or at least cut back on that sort of thing. That doesn't work. So I was able to finish Inktober and start National Novel Writing Month. Ah! And for me it's NaNoWriMo instead of NaNoWriMo, meaning I'm finishing a novel that I've been working on that what's known colloquially in my family as the flute story. It's basically a fantasy epic that has been picked at over the last 20 years. Well, if I don't finish it by next April, then it will have been 20 years. But, yikes. It's kind of a... It's been a struggle. I keep going back and rewriting it and like, no, that's good enough. And this one, I cross my heart. This will be the last iteration. After this, I'm probably just going to do a little bit of fine-tuning, throw the thing together, and then try and submit it to a publisher. It'll probably get rejected about 500 times, but I cannot print out the entire thing. I hope publishers don't still require like a massive hard copy. Hopefully they would accept a synopsis, but if not, I will try and go through my usual avenue of publishing it on lulu.com, which is what I may end up doing anyway. So, at any rate, whoa, there we go. Wrong setting. Yeah. I also need to get my pay from Patreon today, and as you can see, the Halloween decorations have been taken down now. This is very, very off the wall right now. It's not cohesive at all. That's because my brain is bouncing around in my head like a ping pong ball. Thankfully, I have been able to do a little bit of writing. My son has had at least a short nap. Dog's been outside. My husband actually has a lot more hours this week than he originally thought. It caught him off guard because it was last minute. His boss just told him today, but on the bright side, that means, thank the Lord, more income for this pay period, because his hours have been cut like horribly. We will have to wait to see what happens for the rest of the year, but we'll see. We'll see, and we're trying to trust God about that. So apart from National Novel Writing Month and putting all the Halloween stuff away until next year, of course there's capturing footage and then editing and all the Star Wars stuff that I have to get caught up on. I'm gonna see if I can do something of a short talking about the costumes that I've made, but I don't know. It's If nothing else, I need to throw together a quick collection of outtakes for my patrons because I'm supposed to get paid today. I'm just so far behind as a mom. I've got too much creativity sometimes and then not enough when I need it. I can't flip it on and off like a switch. So as a result, it's very sporadic and unpredictable. Like me! Anyway, after I'm done re-editing that and gotta do a thumbnail, upload. Oh, at the moment I am baking the pumpkins left over from Halloween. And then I'm going to be looking up different arts and crafts that my toddler can do for fall, since we haven't really done any with him at this point. I'm thinking something involving finger paint or... I'm thinking something involving finger paint or something along those lines, or handprints or something, because being 13 months old, there's not a whole lot he can do yet. He's not going to be able to cut and paste anything, or even, you know, just paste. So all he can do is just, you know, smear things around with his fingers. Whew! So that is what is going on the 1st of November. I'll try and document a little bit what it's like trying to do National Novel Writing Month when you're mom to a toddler. And that's what's on the agenda. I think, okay, there's nothing else going on this week, but next week we've got a whole bunch of appointments, and I'll tell you about those probably on Friday. And I have no idea what we're doing over the weekend. Hopefully just relaxing this time. Good morning, Kanan. Are you having Cheerios? Huh? Num num? Num 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 num. Yeah. Yummy. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, November 2nd, and as you can see, it's clouded over and it's been raining. Yeah, see, it's wet out here. You don't want to come out here. And the temperature's dropping rapidly. So the good news is I managed to get over 2,000 words in for the first day of National Novel Writing Month. Yay. With this particular project, I do already have three or four chapters completely rewritten. I did rewrite the introduction from scratch, and this is going to be a little bit longer than the last iteration. It's going to have probably, I don't know, maybe a couple more chapters, but I am planning on fleshing a few things out and maybe shortening others. It'll probably even out in the end. At any rate, yeah, it's doing pretty good. Apart from writing, the stuff on the agenda today is mainly backing up footage, but first getting rid of the footage that I don't need anymore, mainly anything that does not involve the baby from about January to March, because my external drive that I'm using for backups is pretty much overflowing, and all the stuff on my molasses speed laptop is taking up space and making it really, really slow. That's probably part of the reason the editor keeps crashing. Well, that and the fact that my laptop is over 7 years old. So apart from that, I'm also, of course, vlogging, and I'm determined to record some sort of a Star Wars video today. I don't know what. Maybe I'll be talking about my Jedi journal. Who knows? So that is what's on the agenda for today. Of course, I still, once again, have to catch up on dishes. Ooh, hashtag housewife life. It's the life I chose for myself. It's okay. Yeah. My son is smiling at me right now. Yeah, I see. I see. You got a Cheerio. You got a Cheerio. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. No, Manali, that is not for you. Speaking of which, I need to feed this poor animal. Oh, and of course, daylight savings is ending next week. Good riddance. I can't wait. I hate daylight savings time, and then, oh, it's election day. I'm going to need to do some research and find out who I'm voting for. Snowing a little heavier. Calm down, honey. Woo. Those are some pretty big flakes out there. Oh, my son is playing with the cat's scratching toy. Stick! Stick, I say! If you stick to the ground just enough to make a little bit white, then I can make some hot cocoa and popcorn. Because it's tradition. Tradition, I say. It must be upheld. Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit nuts. All right. My son had a very short morning nap, and I managed to crank out about 1,550 words before noon. I hope I can keep this momentum going because the story is finally coming back to me in full force for the first time in years. Well, at least a couple of years. I think the last time I attempted a draft like this was probably 2018, maybe 2019, I'm not sure. But it's been quite some time since I've been able to get back at it with this sort of enthusiasm. I want to keep this momentum going, but of course, it's right about noon. I have to have lunch and then take the dog outside. It's still flurrying a little bit. It's stuck for a bit, but it's too warm for it to stick around for very long. Last I looked, it was about 36 degrees. It's supposed to warm up again a little bit, but we are supposed to get precipitation all day. So the last it was 34. It's 34. Light flurries. So that means whenever I do take the little one outside, we're going to have to bundle up big time. In the meantime, I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and start some lunch. It's just after 6:30 in the evening. We've all had dinner. And Kanan's latest favorite game is dropping his toys over the side so someone can pick them up and put them back in or give them back to him.
Just for him to throw them back over.
Yeah. And he was doing it endlessly just now. Of course, I turned on the... Yeah, there he goes again.
That one didn't even make it back in the play pit. Here you go, son.
Got it? Oh, maybe he's saying yeet.
Are you saying yeet? Have we taught him to yeet?
Now what are you going to get? What are you going to get now?
Let me just look around and there's a yellow star right here. Maybe I'll grab it. No, I'll grab the orange pot thingy.
The orange cup.
The orange cup. Or maybe I'll just grab the ball.
What are you doing?
He's got a green triangle. What are you going to do, buddy? Oops.
Didn't quite work.
Not quite.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday. Wait, was it Wednesday or Thursday? Okay, so first 2 days I was definitely on a writing roll. Today it sort of dropped a little bit more. I've already gotten my writing done. It's 1,300 something. My son has not been happy. He just keeps cutting teeth. It seems like his 8th has busted through. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that. He cut his molar early last week. Huh, what fun. And now it seems like I'm seeing another one, perhaps a canine breaking through. Yeah, and he has not been a happy camper at all. Therefore, if he's not happy, I'm not happy. He hasn't been napping very well. I'm not looking forward to daylight savings ending. The time change, it's just only the people who do not have kids or have older kids who are already used to it, only they gain an extra hour of sleep when daylight savings ends. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. daylight savings just needs to be abolished. So, I guess I'll come back later. Not much else to report other than fussy baby, middle of the road word count. Good news. It's Friday and I finally got back into writing, cranked out about another 2,000-ish words today. Bad news is I later on hit a wall and was not able to get much far beyond that. I'm not wording at all. And of course, more not so good news. Hi, Manali. This poor little baby. He is so upset because I think he's cutting another tooth. TGIF. Tomorrow we get to go shopping, and if things aren't too tight, which of course I had to pay rent today, if things aren't too tight, then maybe I can manage to get him a walker because he's not really moving much past cruising. We want to get him a walker, and we found this really, really neat model. It's like $40 or something. It's supposedly available at Walmart, and it's like Baby Einstein. It does have like bells and whistles and stuff like that, but at this point I'm kind of used to it. So whoop-de-doo. And my husband should be home soon, so I will see you guys later. Again, I am very sorry for these being very, very short and spur of the moment, but that's just the way life is when you're a mother to a 13-month-old who's cutting teeth right and left and has also developed the stubbornness of any other toddler. Hashtag mom life.